But since then, he's gone off the boil a little bit. And Jenkins has as well over the last year. I mean, Jenkins is one of the toughest blokes you'll ever meet in the game of darts. 9 major finals he's been in, never won one.
Game on.
But he's missed doubles over the last year, which has caused him to panic a little bit on his doubles. So, panic a little bit on his scoring, sorry. So it'll be interesting to see what Jenks does. And as I say that, he kicks off on a nice little maximum.
Yep, no panic there from Terry Jenkins. He's still ranked 11th in the world, so still one of the real elite players in professional darts. Just that major title that's eluded him.
But to be fair to him, Chris, I mean, he has walked into some people in them finals, hasn't he? You know, Van Gerwen, Wade at his best, Taylor, Lewis, I think, in one of them.
Yeah, out of the top darts players, he must be up there with the unluckiest.
95.
Scenario springs to mind when he hit a 9-darter at the World Championships, and on the way home, Kyle Anderson halved his money by hitting one half an hour later.
Yes. Yes,
140.
It did gut Terry. I think he lost, I don't know, 15 grand, I think. That was worth 30 at the time, I believe.
96. Terry, you require 98.
He's thrown 9 darts so far in this match and left 98. And the treble 20 means he'd go for double 19. First leg to Jenkins.
Well, that shows you confidence in Terry Jenkins that he's got these doubles sorted out, because a lot of players would have gone the 6 for the double 16, seeing that James Richardson was on a 176, but no, straight at it for Jenks. A nice little 12-dart leg.
Yep, never even thought about it, Terry, then.
$140.
Richardson beat Zoran Lerchbacher yesterday, who was 4-2 down in that match and 5-3 down. But from that 4-2 position, the 4 winning legs were 11, 14, 14, and then the deciding leg in 17 darts.
That's pretty impressive.
43.
Very impressive. We know Richardson's got the game. He's been practicing with his son, who's himself has got a great future in this game, the young man. It's great to see the youngsters come through. And of course, perhaps to some people an ideal practice partner, but to others perhaps it's not, because if the youngster starts beating you up a little bit on the dartboard, it kind of puts you on the back foot a bit. And obviously vice versa.
Have you ever practiced with Ryan?
Only once. 3 years ago, just went out one night and didn't enjoy it, so I didn't go there again. Well, that's a maximum from James Richardson. No, I didn't enjoy it at all. So I just can't do it.
Jenkins looking to respond with a maximum. No, he switched.
128. James requires 61.
He's hit 10 there, Richardson.
Wow.
Got himself in all sorts of trouble here.
29.
Well, he hit that maximum, didn't he, to, you know, set himself up for the leg, and now he's on the verge of losing the leg, and it's a break of throw.
$36.
A let off.
James requires 32.
And that's where Terry, just over the last perhaps year, has been losing it a bit. Getting chances of taking control in the game and missing it. Oh wow.
24.
That is a mile away. That's a nervy dart from James.
Yeah, if you're given an opportunity like that, you've got to take it with both hands. But he gets it again.
10. James requires
double trouble in the
8.
second leg of this match.
Well, that's a long way off again from James. Just getting a little bit edgy on the doubles.
4.
Yeah, he scored really well
10.
in the leg, but very fragile on the double.
Now Terry's in trouble as well. Double 5 missed. 1 for double 2. This time he gets it.
Shots in the second leg. Terry Jenkins.
And a bit of a mess of a leg at the end there from both players.
Terry
but Terry will not mind. 2-0 in front.
Yeah, he kind of held his hands up there as if to say, well, I've nicked one there, but you're not always going to play brilliant and win the legs on merit. You've got to nick a few here and there.
125.
And Terry Jenkins is one of the few players that plays with a total smooth dart. Stephen Bunting is another. As I said, you know, when you're on that stage with the heat and the crowd generating heat, it does make those fingertips sweat. So a dart with no grip on it, he's not used that often. But it certainly works for Terry Jenkins.
180.
Jenkins' second 180.
140.
Third of the match. And looks pretty comfortable for a 3-0 lead. And another 180 would set up double eight, and it does.
180.
Well, he's done exactly what the textbook says. You nick a leg
100.
and then punish him in the next leg. Just don't let him have one chance, and it looks like Jenkins is going to do exactly that. Well, that should open the double up from where he's standing. That should open it up even more. He's just moving a couple of feet. And the camera angle, if they can give it to us, we'll like to see how big that is. That's all he had to do was fly it into them other two darts, and he couldn't miss the double.
Game on.
Yeah, built a barrier with his barrels there, Terry Jenkins.
95.
I did bump into him this morning, actually. He said he was expecting a real tough game from James Richardson. He's found a bit of form recently. Not been on the tour for the last couple of years, but won his tour card back at the Q School.
And that is a tough thing to do in all, Chris. 400 mean
95.
players ready to take your scalp. But the two winning legs from Jenkins, first and third leg, both 12 darters. You throw 12 darters on your throw, you are not going to lose too many.
54.
If you look at the previous meetings between these two, obviously haven't played for a couple of years with Richardson not being on the tour.
55.
Jenkins had the best of it, won 5-1 in the 6 games that they've played, but Richardson has always got at least 3 legs, and a couple of them 6-5.
100.
So Terry perhaps not expecting to be winning this comfortably.
100.
No, I don't think Terry walking up there against anyone thinks he's going to win comfortable. He's pretty good at playing the dartboard and not the player. Just trying to stay focused, you know, believe in your own ability,
99.
and just keep your shape, keep your rhythm.
Richardson was just seen in the background, kind of geeing himself up, trying to get something going.
100.
He's in a decent position in this leg. This would hurt though.
Well, he should come down the bottom to knock that 9 off, which is exactly
92.
Well. He would have knocked the 9 off, but that's even better.
56.
Well, James in leg 2, I was going to say he's missed the big numbers in leg 2. Now he's only got 1 dart at the double, and
24.
he's missed it.
Terry requires
You
72.
hit all those trebles to set yourself a shot up, and then you miss the big numbers. It's incredible from Richardson.
Jenkins looking at tops.
52.
Richardson has another chance now.
32.
Looked a little nervy at previous visits. Just outside.
16.
Incredible.
Terry required 20.
Darting disaster for James Richardson on the doubles here. And Jenkins punishes him with a double 10.
Terry Jenkins.
Another break and a 4-leg lead now for the ball.
Leg Terry to throw first.
Yes, and in actual fact, it should be 2 legs all. Richardson in leg 2 and 4 through at the double first. And that was 4-0. Even Jenkins' doubling is not great on 29%, 4 out of 14. But he has been scoring quite well, especially on his throw. There we have it. Front 9 is very good. That's the second maximum from James Richardson.
He's got himself into positions to win legs. We just saw 10 missed starts at doubles in the match, but 0 in the legs 1 column. 2 180s.
$140.
Should get a chance in this leg as well. Jenkins looking for a max. There it is.
190.
But Richardson's still got at least 6 darts, probably 9 darts from here, and it would be a breaker throw.
53.
Again, he's gone for the 25 to bring it down to 116, and he's missed that 25. Now 180 here from Jenkins.
140.
All of a sudden, Richardson had this game in the palm of his hand, and now again, when he comes down to the nitty-gritty, missing big numbers.
42. So you require 114.
So Jenkins looking at 114.
I would stay there. Oh, he's hit the treble 18 now, the double top.
Game
And that's cruel.
in the
A
fifth
cruel
leg.
game of
Terry
darts
Jenkins.
from Terry Jenkins.
James
Takes him to 5 legs to nil.
Game on.
I mean, he wanted 434 when James Richardson was on 181.
96.
Yeah, it went 180, 140. And then the 114 check out.
60.
But James from 181, Chris, didn't put any pressure on, did he? Went for the 25, missed that, left himself 128. From the 128, didn't do anything. So he would have thrown, he could have thrown 9 darts from 181, not had a dart at the double. From 181, that's when you punish him. Put in a good score of 105 or something like that. You know, just so your opponent's looking at your scoreboard.
I mean, you've been up there and done it. When you see an opponent having such trouble finishing off legs, it must give you confidence that you can come from anywhere and win a leg.
Exactly right. All you do, you think, I'll just stay with him. Even when he play scoring well, I'll just stay with him, put the pressure on him. And that's what Jenkins has done. And that's what Jenkins has done for
81.
the last probably 20 years he's been in the game. You know, he was on the verge of a Premier League place this year.
140.
Well, if he wins this, it's a potential meeting with Adrian Lewis tomorrow afternoon. Lewis in action this evening.
93. Change you require 80.
Can Richardson, well, he's gone tops.
Well, he deserves a leg. He's scored well enough to get at least 1 leg.
60.
Well, he's moved over a yard to the right and pitched it
127.
1.5 inches low. Now, this would be cruel from Terry Jenkins, but there's no sympathy on that stage, I can assure you. Bullseye.
87.
Well, a little row small legs, it fell in the 10.
Yep, the ball getting nowhere near the ball, but Richardson finally gets a leg on the board.
7th leg, Terry to throw first. Game on.
And even if he loses this 6-1, it just saves that little bit of embarrassment of not being able to hit a double in the match.
83.
Well, at 4 legs to nil for Terry Jenkins, you know, it should have been 2 legs all. James, you know, had worked hard enough and got himself darts at doubles.
140.
And from 4-0 down against Terry Jenkins, well, against any other player, it's an uphill battle.
$60. 58.
Jenkins won't panic, just needs to get over the line now. Any treble helpful.
98. 59.
Well, that's a perfect dart for Terry Jenkins if he's going to miss. He'd just lay this on the flight.
85.
Terry Jenkins' darts laying pretty straight, so the flights don't normally cause as much a problem as, say, James
85.
Richardson darts would.
Yeah, again, Jenkins leaving 175. Richardson needed to jump all over that, and the first dart went in a big 5. And now, he's not on a finish.
123.
So Jenkins will come back, whatever Richardson hits here. 52 for the match.
127. Terry, you require 52.
Opts for the double top route. And Terry Jenkins is through to the second round of the Just Darts Masters here in Venray. Disaster on the doubles really from James Richardson, but Jenkins took full advantage. And he'll be in action again tomorrow. Next up, it's an all-Northern Irish clash between Brendan Dolan and Daryl Gurney. We'll hear from the winner in a moment.
Doe op, dames en heren. Geef een hartelijk applaus, James Richardson.